The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Is she drinking?
A little.
How fare you, Roya? How fare you?
Oh, I don't want to talk. No, I'm just kidding. Drag you in here for that.
Okay, concession,
Well enough, I suppose.
That's good. We have not talked much since we left on the boat.
Well, you know how
I mean, part of that's my fault. I don't do well on it.
it is. You were vomiting over the edge of the boat the entire way.
It's... you exaggerate.
Well, I mean, you did stop to sleep twice. But other than that, it was just...
Yes. And everything's okay with between us at the moment.
Why would it not be?
Well, I mean, I know you and Saphira made fun of the deal I made back in Voldaran, but I hope I did not hurt you, but perhaps that is too presumptuous for me to...
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is you disapprove of my womanizing, I know. I don't know if the making fun of was a mask for further disappointment.
Saphira, who else could have been chosen to fulfill that role? Who else would have taken to it so readily?
I didn't even know who it was. Although, it seems to be strongly implied that you and Saphira knew who it was well before I did.
Yes.
Heck, even before she seemed to, she was surprised when I walked in. She was like, "You didn't say it was going to be him."
Yes. Are you upset, Saphira?
I'm just worried it might have damaged our relationship.
Saphira, what relationship?
What do you mean? You and I have a kinship.
I mean, realistically,
saying...
how is this different from any of the other women that you've taken to your bed? Mostly assassins.
I'm trying to improve myself.
Ah.
It's just difficult.
You certainly get to say that you've had a more varied experience than other men.
Look, thanks to the goddess, she had no horse parts that I could... what's the word for it?
Plow?
Sense in any way. Like, she appeared as if a normal human woman to me.
So there was nothing new in it for you at all?
I mean, I'm not sure how this goddess magic works. just, yeah, I wanted to be sure you were okay. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. I'm trying to be. I'm supposed to be. I'll pick up the hammer, like betrothed to Saphira, and it does me no honor to, when essentially engaged to another, be floozing around.
So you're a floozy now?
Whatever the man equivalent of that is.
Saphira.
Oh, really? You do me too much. I don't know what to. I wanted to say credit, but that's not the best way of putting it. But that my name would become synonymous with that across all of Jor-Karroc is a bit.
When we get on the boat tomorrow and sail into that storm brewing for some reason, and sail through it on the hardy Serenian cutter that you have chosen, and get to Serenia, I am sure we will see a number of excessively large babies just everywhere. Perhaps 1 to 5-year-old children wandering around saying, I need breastfeeding, get me a nipple.
I really hope I have not left such a legacy behind.
And yet you do not rule out that it is possible.
I do not, but the whole point. Look, I'm trying to
Were
better
a woman
my...
to be as loose as you, she would be called Strumpet.
Yes.
So what indeed should we call you?
The whole point of me saying that I'm trying to better myself is admitting that I have a problem.
You did not say it was a problem earlier.
I was not committed earlier.
But now you are. Have you said that without saying it?
It feels... I'm supposed to be a representative of justice, and it feels unjust to be with other women when betrothed to one such as Saphira.
But you do not chastise her for her infidelity.
What with you? She and I have talked about that. She has... I say too much. Let me just say she has given me reasons as to the manner of your involvement with each other. And they doth make a lot of sense.
Doth they?
I cannot say more. Blush. You alright?
I'm fine.
I know you're going to miss her. You probably already do already.
You imply too much.
I only imply that you developed a strong kinship in my absence while under the shackles of the Baron.
You imply this is merely some prison fling.
No. I'm saying even ignoring your physical intimacy, you two became emotionally close.
It is possible. Still, that is over now. Time to move on.
Yes, we are all to move on. At least you're in our company again.
For now.
And no, it will not be forever. Nothing ever is.
Indeed not.
Still, I imagine, have you already started crafting songs and tales of the events in Voldaren?
You could say that.
I would very much like to hear or read them.
They are not done.
Not when you are finished.
Yes, I bet you would.
Well, it'd be interesting to hear your perspective and things. I did not experience what you did in the capital. You were in the heart of it all.
Yes, and it was indeed a singular time.
How much did the Baron try to veil you from what was going on outside of the capital, or even inside?
I am not entirely sure. It seemed he was unashamed. After all, you could go to most taverns and simply see what's going on.
Yeah. Thank you for at least continuing to journey with us for the moment.
Indeed.
Is there anything you personally wish me to help you with as far as the journeys ahead for you? I mean, do you merely wish to come along for companionship and potential tales of wonderment and adventure, or do you have more personal goals you would also like to accomplish?
Personal goals. All I wanted to do was to be free.
Yes.
Not tied to anything. To be able to find stories, witness these great events, and tell the tale.
Yeah.
No one should ask you for the name of the one who tells the story.
You were a chronicler, yes.
Nothing so grand.
Are we really so humdrum?
You don't understand how stories work, Saphira.
Well, not probably from your perspective.
You see, what's the oldest song you know?
Probably some lullaby or children's song.
And do you think that is the same song that was sung 100 years ago?
100
if
years
it
ago,
might
if it
purport to be?
even if it even existed back then, but no, I imagine with time it changed.
The songs and tales of our grandfathers are seldom recalled precisely. In 100 years, 200, 300, 400, no one will even remember anything I write now. Chronicler.
How do you know? There are many tales from that long ago. I mean, sure, you can say perhaps they have changed over time, but they still exist in some form.
And then the dark times come again, and in his fury, the dark god wipes out memory, and it is all wiped away.
I will not let that happen this time.
You are but one man. One tiny, tiny man.
Yes. And that's the type of attitude that will see his work complete. You don't need one man to stop the Dark One. What you need is everybody to band together against the Dark. That's the key. I'm just there to help try and push people.
Without you, there
Rally
is no
them.
hope then.
What one of many, and the same would be said for every voice against the dark as another. You know, adds to the
Drunk
the
enough
whole.
out at the one table over, sits aside his pipe, and he's just like, well, listen to this one. I'm going to one of many roads army against the dark god's a fairy tale. He was stopped, he was. Listen to you. Fear-mongering, saying things what ought not to be said.
He already rises again.
No, you probably just saw an ogre in a bog or something. There's more likely swamp gases reflecting off of Bracerna.
Nonsense. I was there when the first...
There is no dark god.
I was there when the first of the 9 rose.
Oh, the 9 now! The 9! Oh! Listen to him. He's had too much of that fizzy crap. Thalgrid! Thalgrid, you've got another one sotted with his drink. Thalgrid looks on and he's like, and sell him another one. Daydreaming you is.
What did I expect from you? You probably contribute nothing to anything.
At least I'm not some jumped up fancy pants foreigner swaggering in here with his women and his gold and his fancy armour. Telling fairy tales like they're these grow up. This is Dalvalen. The only evil around here is that dark tower.
Perhaps you are right, Roya. Perhaps we are doomed. If this is the average representative of the population of Jor-Karroc.
Many people do not believe in the dark god except as a legendary figure. It has been too long. Legend turns into myth, and even myth is forgotten when the lessons it teach become needful again. Don't worry, Sophia. I believe you.
There. Not for all of it, but you've seen things that they have not.
This is too serious a talk.
Well,
Share a pipe with me.
sure.
Zafiro fumbles around for that pipe he doesn't have.
I have a pipe.
You do?
Yeah.
Show me on your inventory sheet where you have a pipe.
My pipe has not been replaced.
Oh, well then. Shame.
So I will be like, I am afraid I have not yet replaced pipe and tobacco.
No. Perhaps when you get to Serenia you will find something to your need.
They do have fine pipe weed in Serenia.
Not the best, though.
Where would you say is the best, out of what you've experienced? And if you say Merlin, I'm going to say that it's hometown favoritism.
Are you now? How interesting.
Well, I haven't heard anybody else talk about Merlin being well renowned for its pipe weed, so if you were to suddenly go, well, it's the best of the pipe weed.
Perhaps there are some secrets that are best kept from prying others.
Yes, the secrets of pipe weed, and which has the best. We could not let such things fall into enemy hands and lay upon enemy ears. It could spell the ruin of all the nations across Jor-Karroc.
I'm glad you understand.
I think I will grab another ale. Would you like one?
No, I best not drink too much lest you take advantage of me.
I would never.
Press your attentions upon my meek, humble body.
I will enjoy that, but I would not do it without your consent. Much.
She gives you a look.
Oh, okay. I've never lain with a woman without her being interested.
Go get your ale, boy.
Okay. I'll get some more fizzy crap from Thalgrid. Fizzy cold crap.
Deduct the money.
Is anyone else of note at the bar as I am purchasing?
You don't know. Who knows who's of note and who isn't?
Oh, well, I mean, like, out of the people I know, like...
You could make a memory check.
Oh, wow. I wish I meant other people who were a part of my current party, but
Oh, then never mind.
but I will make a memory check anyway. That's a bust anyway.
No, you recognise no one here.
Let's see. Okay, I remember. So 14 marks. That was me buying a round for everybody. I think it was 2 marks each.
Yes.
So 2 more marks.
Or Octo, but I don't think any of you have yet.
We had small amounts of Octo, but yeah, a lot of us weren't spending it because it was so small that most things ended up that wouldn't in that case, but a lot of things were costing more Octo than we had in Octo. Wait, so I'll go back and sit back down with Roya. Is anybody else who's part of my party sitting in that? At that?
Yeah, the others are there.
I'll
Emma's
try-
sitting alone in the corner. Her face occasionally lit by the flare of her pipe.
Oh. Does she look? Does she look any particularly sad or anything, or does she just
She
look
looks
like
moody.
moody? Okay. If you'll excuse me, I might go and.
I can see you're trading up into a more beautiful companion.
That's impossible, I said before leaving.
And yet you're marrying succubus.
She is extremely attractive. But you can hardly blame me for feeling that way. And I'll go over and sit across from him.
As you wander away, she plucks a few notes on her harp, which is just sitting there, and you recognize the first few bars of The Fool Who Would Be King.
Going to be king, I'm a Yeah, so sit across from him. Sooner for your thoughts?
What's that?
It's a form of currency.
It'll be a good one.
What I mean to say is, you look distressed about something. Is something bothering you? Anything I can do to help? Even if it's just to talk about what ails you.
Great is your party. Strong. Proud. You walk into this place. No. You are all so unimpressed and uninterested.
Unimpressed and uninterested?
All of you. Everything around here is wonderment, terrifyingly powerful. You just walk through it all, like it's nothing, and nothing can hurt you.
Oh, well,
This city scares me
it should scare you.
and awes me. I've never felt so weak and small.
Well, I mean, there's magic everywhere. I know you don't trust it and you don't like it. But it flows through the very air we breathe of this city. I'd say don't worry, we'll be gone in the morning. But
On a bolt.
yes, that's where I was leading with that.
I don't want to get on. I don't like the looks of that sky. And I don't like the looks of that boat.
The boat is fine.
The captain is an arrogant man.
He's Serenian.
That's what I said.
Yeah. We're known for it.
I don't like it. Don't make me go.
I
I have a bad feeling.
can't force you onto it. path is your own, but
You will notice that she's refilling this shitty pipe she has, and it's just weed. It's not pipe weed, it's just weed.
like just pulled up from the.
Yeah.
I will give a strange look towards the.
Leans over to the candle on the table.
That's just.
Does nothing to settle my nerves at all.
Is that just bits of plant you picked up from the ground?
I can't afford any.
You're just hoping that there's something in there that's remotely. What's the word for it?
Suitable for an orc.
No, that's.
A filthy orc.
I didn't say any of those things. That's all you.
I don't have to say it.
And if I didn't want you in my party, I wouldn't have invited you to join me.
There's no hope, is there?
No hope for what?
I have to go.
It is your choice,
It
but
is not my choice.
I do understand what you mean. You're here in Talvalen. If you do not join us on the boat, where are you going to go, and how are you going to get treated
This is
by
a
the
wonderful
locals?
trap you've put me in, big man.
I did not intend that.
I can't stay here and be consumed by the juju. I can leave and walk.
And probably be attacked because of the green skin.
And the evil that surrounds this city and fills it.
You were fine on the previous boat. I mean, you
How
probably...
would you know? You spent your whole time emptying yourself into the seas
Because
to
you're...
appease the evil god that lies within.
Because you're sitting here talking with me now, so... You survived the ordeal.
Is there any reason to tempt fate?
It's the fastest way there. You've already been delayed too much.
So we must rush. Push and push. Never take a moment.
We're taking a moment now.
I have no choice.
I'm sorry, Is there anything I can do to make it up to you?
No. Besides, I'm only an orc.
You're more than that.
No,
You have a human half.
which makes me even less. The human part is constantly being corrupted and soiled by the orc part. I'm a walking sin.
And yet you continue to walk.
So you would counsel that I take it for myself. Slay the orc.
I'm just
I
curious.
have considered it.
I'm just curious that you lament your existence so much and yet you have not done anything to end it.
You're calling me a coward.
No, I'm saying there must be something deep down in there that keeps you going, keeps you breathing, keeps you putting one foot in front of the other, keeps you swinging at enemies instead of letting them take you down and slay you. There's something in there that's keeping you alive. There's a strength. No, there's not cowardice, there's a strength. You have an inner strength.
Cowardness. I did once try to put an end to it, but I was afraid.
What were you afraid of?
What was waiting on the other side?
So you think you're only staving off the inevitable judgment? that your demise would bring you. So you're trying to delay it as long as possible? Is that what you truly believe?
As long as I'm alive, there's a hope I can find a wizard or something that will take it away.
And why did you not bring this up sooner? This is the place...
I did bring this up, but everyone in the group, the yellow-eyed one, everyone's like, oh no, you don't want to do that. It'll probably just end up killing you. Oh. They'll take the orc part out, but you'll be in the orc bit. And it scared me.
I mean, if anywhere's going to be able to do that, it's here.
But we're leaving. Let's not stay even a moment. I've booked us passage in the morning. We would have gone immediately if we could. It's like there's something here pushing you away.
It's more like there's something drawing me.
Save
back.
versus spell.
Oh, okay. Save versus spell, yes.
And Saphira remembers.
Remembers
Everything.
everything. The dragon?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There was something that's coming to me.
Is it a woman?
Maybe. I did not know the gender of the creature.
What? I didn't ask about its agenda. I just said it was a woman.
No, there was a dragon.
Dragon D's nuts on your face.
I'm not Growl.
No. You're not.
Wow, that sounds almost dismissive. There was a dragon beneath the archives in this city. I remember it now.
Is there a dragon beneath every city?
Don't know. This one was green.
The last one
Just
was
like
green.
the other one was. But it was not the same. It wasn't as old.
Well, I'm glad I'm with a professional dragon distinguisher.
Why is this coming back to me? What significance does it have? It said we would meet again. And then, for some reason, until now, I forgot any of this happened. I'm sorry, Em. We were talking about you, and I just,
Made it about you? Because everything's about you. It is.
I don't mean to be arrogant. I'm
No,
Serenian.
I'm an orc.
You demean yourself too much.
That's good, because no one else in the group's doing it.
Yeah, because they see the value in you.
Well, there's plenty of value in a good work slave. I've seen how y'all fight. You need me.
Well, at least you can compliment something about yourself.
Oh, yes. Good traditional orc thing. Fight, destroy, kill. That's all we're good for. There's no hope.
What do you want out of life? Yeah.
I want to not be me.
To the point where you lose everything?
Why not?
Is there no value in your life up to this point?
Nothing that has not been tainted by the orc.
As is every aspect of the orc bad?
I see no good in it.
No benefits in physical strength? better endurance.
Most orcs lose all that in the daylight because they're evil.
Mm-hmm. Most orcs do.
You know, we're works of the Dark One.
Yes.
Evil creatures
Yeah, and look what stumps.
set upon the surface of this world
And look what
to
stumps.
kill, take, and destroy.
Yeah.
You would be doing your God's holy work if you picked up that hammer and struck me down into a shallow grave.
No, I wouldn't. You've not murdered, raped, pillaged.
How do you know?
Because they're still here.
How do you know what I have done before we met?
I don't.
Wait, however it is we met.
Nope. We met when let's see, we left South Town and then we were at the capital when you were there.
And then one day in the capital, here I was part of the group. I don't remember how that happened. Do you?
Yes, we went in South Town and we went to the capital and you were
Now, what was the last thing the Dark God did?
Oh. That doesn't mean that he was responsible.
Look at what I'm doing already.
I mean, what you